Hey guys, Matt here from TCL Blogger. Thought I'd make a video on what my price predictions are for Clone X avatars. Now, I've covered this project a few times. I think it's got pretty much most of the hype in December or November and December. Definitely one of the most anticipated projects for this sort of quarter, right? And it's an avatar project, so they partnered up with a Japanese artist called Murakami. And Artifact Studios have been known to do a lot of stuff in the virtual space, from collaborations with Ferocious and different artists and CryptoPunks and making shoes and digital sort of wearables in Decentraland to building games in the sandbox. They're extremely utility driven. So they came up with this project. If I'm quite sure that if you're watching this video, you sort of know what I'm talking about. But about 20,000 NFTs or avatars generated with a bunch of random traits. So let's open up the page and take a look at what sort of so yeah, duplicate. So we'll take a look at some of the projects over here. Here we go. So yeah, price, let's say recently created. So they came up with about 20,000 different avatars, and so far only 12,300 have been claimed. You can go in and claim them at any time, right? Each one has different tiers. So if you go into the Discord, the humans, there's about 50% humans, there's about 30% robots. There's about 6.5 or 12% angels and demons. You can see the demons are, where are they? Here we go. Is that a demon? No, it isn't. Here we go. So the demons look like this. Angels, I think, have this halo on top of them and this sort of a lining on the face, but they have their own rarities. But I wanted to go through what my sort of price predictions are for artifact clones. Now, they started off as vials, so everyone sort of had these vials for this is mint vials, right? And people had each one could be sort of burnt to claim an avatar, and that avatar would randomly generate for you know, any sort of avatar that came with it. So 4.4 Ethereum. These used to be exactly about 10 hours ago. These actually used to be about 3.8, 3.7 Ethereum, and they've been going nuts over the last 1 or 2 hours because people have been seeing that you have a sort of a chance to hit something big. So if you look at the Artifact Studio sales, some of these have gone for a decent amount already, right? So some of these, if you scroll back here, there was the Murakami ones. So let's see if I can open this in a new tab. We got the full Murakami traits where the whole body is done by the artist, and that has 0.41% chance. So I believe that is about that 60 or 70, about 60 people so far. Probably be 70 by the time all 20,000 are revealed. But the biggest sales have been the alien. So there's been an alien that sold about an hour and a half ago. Let's see if I can find it. There we go. An alien sold for 350,000 US dollars, 88.8 Ethereum. The aliens have light blue faces, and they can get any traits. Quite simple looking, to be honest, but they've got the fluoro green background. And 0.15% have the alien trait. So only 20 so far. 0.15% is about 30. So once all 20,000 are revealed, I think there'd be 30 or so aliens all up, right? Anyway, there's definitely been some big sales, but we're looking at floor prices today. So what do I think the floor price is going to be? Currently, it is at 2.3 Ethereum. What normally happens at the start is a lot of people sell the very basic ones. They sort of move on. People that are whales that have 100, they'll sort of start to sell and kind of get rid of their positions. But what also happens is new people come in because the price is cheaper and they buy at least one. So the distribution overall gets better. So there's 4,200 owners out of the 12,000. Again, I think by the time 20,000 will be revealed, there'll probably be about 6 to 7, maybe even 8,000 owners actually. Right now, let's look at some of the other projects. So I'm going to compare this with Bored Apes predominantly because it's quite utility driven, and they've got the capital to build a project that continuously delivers value in all shapes and forms to the user base. So traditionally, value in the crypto world, what it seems like, well, for example, what Bored Apes did is that if you have a Bored Ape, then you can claim a Bored Ape pet, right? Then you can claim a mutant ape and maybe make your ape into a mutant. Then you can, then they start to hold parties and all sorts of events, and then there's mobile games, and then there's basically what they're doing is they've raised enough capital now to service a community that has these NFTs, using those NFTs as access and airdrop vehicles. Now, it's pretty much no surprise that the floor of Bored Apes went from something like 0.08. You can see this on the very early days. People were selling this at sort of double, triple the price. It had its way, went to 0.8, and then it sort of fell back down to 0.6 for, let's see how long that was. That period was May 3rd to May 30th. So about 3 to 4 weeks. It fell quite a bit, right? People weren't really doing much with it, but then as they started to build utility, as people started to change them as their avatars, it started to pick up a lot more momentum. And then around here is when celebrities started to pick them up and put them as their avatars, and they started to have license deals, creating content and using these Bored Apes as brands, brand activations, right? So currently the floor for Bored Apes are 50 to 60 ETH, but to get to this stage will require a lot more than just utility. Bored Apes basically hit the target demographic very, very well when they launched. They were sort of the first of their kind during that year where they sort of copied the punk model, had different traits that were very suited to people or that demographic at the time. You know, Bored Apes, people in the crypto space get, the ape culture is pretty funny and used widely in the crypto culture of people aping into things and the ape word, etc. And those sort of habits. So this hit quite well, and it was the first time after CryptoPunks where people were exposed to this sort of collectability and the fun of buying something and flipping it, and finding rare traits, etc. So, you know, we can't compare it exactly to Bored Apes, but considering that Bored Apes were able to continue to deliver utility, they raised about 80 to 90 million USD. Artifact Studio also raised about 80 to 90 million USD after their sale. Not to mention the secondary sales and the people that have invested in the company, etc. They're going to go on to become a big brand, and Bored Apes is going to have their own cryptocurrency token, which they'll obviously airdrop to Bored Ape holders and buyers on the secondary market. So again, Artifact Studio is probably going to do a similar thing. They have mentioned a token, and there goes that value deliverability, right? So 50 ETH floor price, there's only 10,000 of them. With Artifact Studio, there's about 20,000 NFTs. I'd say a good 18,000 will probably be minted in the first 2 to 3 weeks. The other 2,000, I'm quite confident they'll also be minted, but you know, you can mint it anytime. So I'm sort of predicting a 10 ETH floor on Artifact Studio NFTs in the coming 3 to 4 months. 3 to 4 months is a long time in the crypto world, and the way that Artifact Studio have worked in the past is they built all sorts of utility, right? So if you go to their website, you scroll down, you can see they're already working on space pods where you can customize this with your NFTs. You can put art up on the walls, you can have pets, and you can walk around, you can hang out with your Clone X friends in space, powered by OnCyber, exclusive to Clone X owners. You can go in there and kind of use it as your small space pod, right? Communicate and hang around as a social hub. You got the 3D Vault, live 3D file updates for your clone to use on the in the metaverse and across different platforms, available to download in Blend, OBJ, etc., etc. So GLB files you'll be able to use during Zoom calls and to bring into virtual worlds, etc. Forging events, so merging your worlds and forge exclusive physical collectible for you know, digital and physical, so you'll be able to get real life jackets and all that sort of stuff, and even wearables in the metaverse or Decentraland Sandbox. Wearables, a marketplace, a place to customize your clones, get new wearables and drops, and trade with clone friends. So different wearables or changes in gear, really, for your NFTs or your avatars. Some of the very, very early stuff they got, but knowing how these guys operate is they continuously push the boundaries and use their social media to keep doing things in the space that continue to bring attention to the project and the community, right? So again, I'm predicting this to probably be one of the bigger avatar projects. Obviously, they went from like 40,000 followers to 160,000 in the last 4 months. Just pushing this out. In the next 3 to 4 months, they'll probably double or triple this follower base as they continue to grow their following. I'm pretty confident they're going to have pretty big brand partnerships that will come in and do things for the Artifact brand, which will get people to buy. And the good thing as well with Artifact Studio is they've got 20,000, which in my opinion is a great thing because it keeps the floor price low enough till there's a good amount of momentum. The floor price is currently 2.3 ETH. A lot of newbies can get into Artifact Studio, so when announcements come out, it's not priced out where newbies can't come in, and the distribution gets better, but it's at a pretty decent price. So I reckon it'll probably stay between the 2.3 and 5 Ethereum in the next month or so. But after that point, as they start to announce big collaborations, I'm pretty confident as long as Ethereum doesn't do anything crazy and spike up to 10K or go all the way down to 2K or do something too crazy, I'm pretty confident that the floor price will increase beyond the 5 to probably around the 10 ETH. The 10 ETH is a pretty tough floor price to hit, especially with something with 20,000 NFTs. But you know what? When you got $90 million or $100 million to play with, you can probably build 5 to 10 AAA games, probably even 20 AAA games. You can build virtual worlds as your own. Decentraland and the Sandbox raised $5 to $20 million to build what they built. So it's just crazy to think what Artifact Studio will build for their clones. All right, guys, that's it. That's my prediction. Let's see how we go. I hope you guys were able to get one. If you haven't, I personally am probably going to pick some more up. My pools were these green. I ended up getting a green dragon. So if you check the scarcity ones out, the rarest ones out, I saw this green dragon for sale for 20 Ethereum, number 25. I saw it for 20 Ethereum. I picked it up. And so far it's been a pretty big buy considering, well, if you look at the aliens, they're all the way below down here. So there's only 2 that I know of with the green alien mask, the green dragon masks. The other ones here, they're single editions, right? They're 1/1s. So some of these are 70 Ethereum, 300 Ethereum for this one. What else do we have? 150 for this, 300 Ethereum for this one. Purple dragon mask. It's pretty damn cool. What's it called? Purple Dragon 1. This is only a single edition so far. So I was able to get that. I had about 77 of them, and these are what I got. So I didn't get the green because I bought that one, but I got this guy with the red drip on his head, or a pink drip. It's actually an angel. It's got the angel halo and the pink drip. What else did I get? I didn't really get anything too rare. I got a couple of dark robots. A lot of robots, but they're not rare. There's about 30% of them. I got some. Where's this one? This one's got 3 to 4 different black features, which I thought were pretty cool. They're all black. I like that sort of look. In traits, some angels, some demons. Again, nothing really too rare, apart from some hairstyles that seem to be rare. But I got this back sort of robot thing. Couple of Murakami traits. Got a couple of the tongue Murakami traits here. I got an ice demon, mustache trait. I think there's not many of those. So yeah, not that rare, but at the end of the day, was definitely able to snag this one for 20. So pretty happy with that. Again, as a long-term holder, I will be holding these for a while to see what else we get dropped. All right, guys, take care. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you're thinking about the floor price for Artifact Studio.